Hello and welcome to another edition of Currently in Quincy. I'm Joe Catalano. Today we get details about tomorrow's Multicultural Festival here in Quincy. It's the third annual. It's coming up tomorrow at Pageant Field. First, though, as always, we take a look at the weather and the news for you. Currently in Quincy, pretty nice. Some sunshine out there right now. It's chilly, 53 degrees, but the clouds will increase later on this afternoon. It really won't warm up much more than it is right now into the mid-50s. And a chilly night tonight. Lows drop off into the mid-40s. Not a terrible weekend. I think tomorrow definitely the better of the 2 days with a mix of clouds and sun, a little brisk. The high tomorrow, 54 degrees. More clouds for Mom on Sunday for Mother's Day. Maybe a spot shower Sunday afternoon with highs again in the mid-50s and some sunshine to start on Monday. Clouds will increase. It will be a bit milder on Monday with highs into the mid-60s. It looks warmer, but wet again next week. So in the meantime, enjoy today. We have some sunshine, 53 degrees in Quincy right now. Checking out news for you today, Quincy Mayor Thomas Koch's proposed budget for the next fiscal year does not include proposed salary increases for the mayor or city councilors. During his annual budget presentation to the City Council earlier this week, the mayor said he decided to omit the salary issues because he felt it would dominate the discussion and take the focus away from the overall budgets.
One thing to note on this, one is, some people were all riled up. There was an outside consulting firm recommending a range. Mm-hmm. We haven't picked a number yet. And I can assure you it's not going to be the numbers the press has been talking about. Okay. But you need to do, if I went to the council with a number, then the question would have been, well, how'd you come up with a number? Where's the backup? Where's the study? So no matter how you do it, it's not easy to do. The second piece is the city council and the mayor can't accept the salary increase until January. So if we adopt it this year, we can't accept it in the same calendar year it's voted on. So it wouldn't take effect till next January, which would be on my 18th year with one raise.
Consultant recently did recommend that the mayor's salary more than double to between $300,000 and $370,000 per year. Koch says he'll be making a presentation about the proposed salary increases for the mayor and city councilors in a separate order. Now, the mayor's proposed budget of almost $424 million represents a 4.5% increase over the current year's spending plan. And City Council President Ian Kane says the new budget proposal includes a new Department of Grant Management and increases in staff for the Traffic, Human Resources, and Department of Natural Resources.
That officially will become a new department, the Department of Grant Management, which will, expand on seeking state and federal funding opportunities. We're going to add a assistant traffic engineer, which is great. TPAL was one of the first departments that was reformed, I guess, in the beginning of my tenure in City Council. And it's gone through, there's gone through different leadership. Now Ed Grennan has taken the helm, and his number two is Ali Rule, they're just an unbelievable team. And the whole staff, that's not to limit it to them, but they just run a great department. And so they're going to add an assistant traffic engineer to support more traffic mitigation efforts, which people are consistently seeking across the city. That's, these are constant requests that we hear from residents. The fact that we've got increased traffic on the main arteries, the neighborhoods are now starting to see much more cut-through traffic. And so, that'll be great alleviation there. The mayor intends to add an HR generalist position to support the city's active and retired employees, and then expanding the staff in the Department of Natural Resources.
City Council Finance Committee Chairman, Ward 1 Councilor Dave McCarthy has already scheduled some meetings to begin reviewing the budget. The first one's this coming Monday night. City councilors have until the end of June to approve or make cuts to the budget, but cannot make any additions. Quincy City Council has approved an order calling for the closure of the Quincy Public Schools for the Lunar New Year holiday. Councilor at Large Nina Liang amended her original proposal to make Lunar New Year a legal city holiday to instead call for the school closures to allow students to celebrate with their families. In an emotional moment, Liang said the acknowledgments of the holiday, especially during Asian American and Pacific Islander Awareness Month, has deep personal meaning for her.
especially after all of the recent hate crimes against our community, to feel like somebody born and raised in this city. I always knew I belonged here, but now to have that validated by my colleagues, by this government in this city, by the mayor's office, and again, by my colleagues, right? For you to all come together as a city to say, you are actually accepted here, you belong here. Just thank you. Truly, thank you.
Now, the Quincy School Committee had previously voted against making Lunar New Year a school holiday, but City Solicitor Jim Timmons believes that the current proposal does not need school committee approval, although the committee would have to amend their school calendar to incorporate the Lunar New Year holiday. Mannett Community Health Center's newest location is now open at the new Yawkey Housing Resource Center in Quincy. A recent ribbon-cutting ceremony officially opened the new location, which will provide critical health services to the homeless population at that new housing center, but it is available to the general public, too. Mannett's CEO, Cynthia Sierra, joined Father Bills and Mainspring's Executive Director, John Yazwinski, State Senator John Keenan, State Representatives Tacky Chan and Bruce Ayers, and other city officials and community leaders in opening up the new center. With this new location, Mannett now has medical centers in 8 communities, with its main office on West Quantum Street in North Quincy. Now, this year's 50th annual Stop the Stigma 5K road race to benefit Interfaith Social Services of Quincy's New Directions Counseling Center set some new records. Interfaith says that a record number of participants took part in the April 27th event and raised more than $140,000. Over 850 people walked or ran the 3.1 miles around Squantum to raise money for mental health counseling sessions, but also to raise awareness about the importance of mental health treatment and to challenge stereotypes about those suffering from mental health issues. The Counseling Center serves everyone, but it also offers services on a sliding scale fee system, and new clients receive their first 4 sessions free of charge. Steve Conti from Quincy was the fastest male in the race. With 19 minutes and 8 seconds his time, Nicole Souza of Quincy was the fastest woman with a time of 21 minutes, 27 seconds. Rand Cronin from New Hampshire took gold in the non-binary category, and Ronan O'Connor of Quincy earned the title of fastest youth in the under 16 category. It's our check of news for you today. Coming up, we get all the details about tomorrow's Quincy Multicultural Festival. That's next. Welcome back. Tomorrow is the 3rd annual Quincy Multicultural Festival to be held at Pageant Field again this year. And the weather looks great for it, too, so the organizers are happy about that, I'm sure. We have one of them, the executive director, with us today to tell us all about it. So please welcome Mihaela Russo to the program. Nice to meet you again.
Hi, Joe. Thank you again for inviting me. I'm so happy to be back here.
This is great.
Second year. Yes.
It's the 3rd year, though, right? For
yes.
the festival.
Second year with you here.
That's
yes.
right. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about yourself first before we talk about the festival.
Oh God. Awesome. I moved here like 6 years ago.
Yep.
I moved from Italy. So my first US experience was Quincy, actually.
Really?
Yes.
Right from Italy to Quincy?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
What brought you here?
Work.
Okay.
For my husband, work. He had a work project, so we were supposed to stay here just 2 years, and 6 years in, and we are thinking to buy a house. So I guess we are adjusting well to Quincy.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
And has it been what you expected it would be?
Not really.
Really?
Not really.
What's been different?
The cultural, it was a cultural shock when
Sure.
I first arrived. It's totally different from the Italian and European culture. So let's say for 2 years I struggled. I
Yeah.
really didn't like it.
Yeah, that's fair. What was the biggest difference, would you say? What was the most shocking?
The language, of course. The
yeah.
language, and also the lifestyle.
Okay.
The lifestyle. We are more like socializing a lot, like even lunchtime. We are taking like 2 hours lunchtime, and like everything goes slowly. Here, I feel like everything has a more fast pace.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yep.
Yes. Yes.
No espressos and cappuccinos breaks
No.
over here, right?
No.
But you've adjusted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So will you stay?
Yes.
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 How did you get involved with the Multicultural Festival? Because you really were right in the beginning of it when it started.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think I was trying to find my place in the city, in the
Yeah.
community. I was new here. I didn't know a lot of people, and I was trying to. My English was really bad. It's still not perfect, but I'm working on it. So I was trying to find my place. Even if this city is so diverse, there was not a place where people can come together and connect and don't feel maybe judged or feel comfortable, even if they have a different accent. And then I met Shiv Singh. She's the other co-founder of the Quincy Multicultural Festival. And actually she had this idea to start. And I said, yes, this is an amazing idea. So I think this could really work, and we could start, like, we thought it's going to be something really small, like more like, I said maybe 10 families are going to show up the first year to represent their culture, and maybe we'll have 200 attendees. And instead we had, first year we had 17 countries represented.
Really?
And we had more than 1,000 people.
More than
attend.
1,000
Yes.
at the very
first year,
event.
yes.
Wow.
So we did not expect that.
Yeah.
We did not expect that. So I think one of the most rewarding aspects of Quincy Multicultural Festival is seeing all the connections and friendships that are being built in the community.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. So how many are you expecting this year?
I don't know. My expectations sometimes are really low or
Yeah.
too high. I don't know.
Okay.
I hope 3,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So what has been some of the the feedback that you've received after the past 2 years from this event?
It was a very positive feedback. I think just seeing the attendance, and last year we had 35 different countries represented. It. I think that's showing us that the families, the community wants this.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
they want a space, a platform where they can come together and share about their cultural background or tradition in a sense of unity and inclusivity. And even the people who are like born and raised here, they love this. They love to come and learn about other culture and share new food and make more connection about community, because
Yes.
this is all about the Quincy community. Get to know your neighbor, get to know your mailman, or like
people that you interact
Yes,
with on a daily
yes,
basis, but
yes,
might not
yes,
know them
yes.
very well. You're doing this in collaboration with the Quincy Public Schools.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Quincy,
talk about that if you
yes,
could.
Quincy Public School have been like a huge support. I
Okay.
don't think we will have been able to do this alone.
Is that right?
Yes, we are just like a group of moms that came together, and we never did. None of us has any background in event organization,
Yes,
so
yeah.
we were learning while we're doing it.
Yeah.
And Quincy Public School was very, very supportive of all these. They supported us in every step during the way.
Sure.
And
The schools themselves are extremely
Yes,
diverse as well.
yes.
Is that how you met Shiv?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Through the public
yes,
schools.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, in Quincy Public School, there are like almost 80 different languages spoken.
80.
Yes, 80. Yes.
Astounding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think a lot of people don't realize that.
Yes.
So the festival started at Pageant Field.
Yes.
Had to go to for Riverfield
Yes.
last year, right? Because
Yeah.
all the renovations that were happening at Pageant.
Yes.
But now you're back at Pageant.
Yes, and
Okay.
the field looks awesome.
Yeah.
There's a new pavilion. Everything looks really great. So we are really excited to be back. We do like that field.
It's let's see, tomorrow noon to 4.
Yes,
And
tomorrow.
I don't know how you managed it, but it looks pretty good.
We did the no rain dance.
It worked. Keep doing
Maybe I
it.
was not supposed to say that, but it's fine.
So tell us what will be happening.
A lot is going to be happening, of course. Tomorrow we will have 25 different countries represented. There will be cultural booth where families can go engage in activities, cultural activities, or read some fun facts about the culture, or even taste some food that the families are provided. And I really want to say here, thank you so much for all the families that are willing to participate in this, because it takes some preparations, because of course you have to, each of them have kids, work and stuff, life.
Sure.
So you have to prepare like your table, your culture, and I think the spirit that they came into this is like such a great, it's beautiful.
Yes.
Because they are willing to share all this with us. They are willing to open, because that means you are expose yourself to other people, and you can always be judged or something. So like being willing to open and show yourself to others, I think this is really beautiful.
Yes. So there will be food, obviously.
There will be food. We
And-
will have 4 food trucks.
Oh, okay.
Smiles by the miles, ice cream, of course. Kids love ice cream.
That transcends all cultures, right? Ice cream. Yeah.
Yes. We'll have Gonzalez food trucks, Mexican food, Wanderlust global food. That's a fusion of dishes across the world. Thyme traveling. That's Mediterranean. I'm pretty sure I didn't say right that word. but-
Okay. Okay.
And mocktails. That's mocktails, cocktails. Yes.
Okay. No alcohol. So.
No
yeah.
alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah, mocktails, kids cocktails. Yes.
Gotcha. And entertainment, I'm assuming too, right? From
Yes.
different cultures.
Yes, we
Yeah.
have performances, and I think this is beautiful to see how kids, they never performed before, or like this is something they don't usually do. They were so happy and excited to perform. So we'll have Kung Fu demonstration, Vietnamese dance, Chinese dance, Indian dance, hip hop, jazz. There's gonna be, some of them are gonna sing, some of them are gonna play an instrument. So it's very various. Yeah.
And it's just children from the community, Mihaela?
Yes,
It's not
yes.
actual professional
No,
performers?
no,
Really?
no.
Okay. Will they be in their traditional dress?
Yes. Most of them are gonna have their traditional clothes. So that's also beautiful, because you can see all these different colors, all these different tradition, and the kids are, you have to see their happiness, how happy they are to share this with their classmates, because maybe at school they don't dress like that, no?
Yes, yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So have you learned anything about different cultures that you didn't know before through this event?
Yes,
Really?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, I did learn. And I also met a lot of people, and I'm really excited. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Do you get folks from outside Quincy, do you know, that participate as well?
We try to keep it, because the whole goal was to keep the Quincy community
Okay,
together.
yeah.
But of course, if someone really has a special skill
Yes, yes, yeah.
and wants to get involved, this is all voluntary. So
Yes.
I want, it's all voluntary. So yes, we did had a huge support from the community, from the city of Quincy, from Quincy Public School. And all the businesses and community who donated, because we are also a non-profit organization.
Yes, yeah, that's great. So, yeah, you've really taken this to the next level, right? You started, as you said, just a couple of mums getting together, having a block party, and now to a full-fledged organization.
Yeah.
Where do you hope to take the festival in the future, Mihaela? Do you have any aspirations for something bigger or different?
I think yes, we do hope this is gonna go ahead, and it will be an annual celebration.
Yes, yeah.
And our goal is again to have as much participation as possible,
Okay,
and
yeah.
to make it a festive day for people to come together and learn about each other.
Sure.
And celebrate the beauty of and uniqueness of each of us. Yes.
Some logistical things we should really talk about, right,
Yes.
is the shuttle bus service that you'll be providing. So parking can be an issue up at Pageant Field, as it is all over the city. So tell us about how that's going to work.
Yes, thanks to the collaboration with Quincy Public School,
Yeah.
we will be offering buses. They will provide transportation from 4 different points in the city. North Quincy High School, Wollaston Elementary School, Clifford Marshall School, and Snug Harbor School.
Right, so folks can go to those schools, park there, and then take the shuttle to Pageant.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then from Pageant, they will be transported back to the schools.
Okay.
Yes. The bus will run every hour.
Okay, that's a free service.
Yes, free service offered in collaboration with Quincy Public School.
That's fantastic.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
especially if you're expecting, thousands of folks.
Let's hope.
Yeah, no, I think the shuttle is key as well. No charge for admission, but there is a charge for the food, is that right?
Yes,
Okay.
for the food, yes. But in the past too, and even the food trucks are they are understanding that this is a community, it's more a community event, it's a family event. So they do have dishes very affordable for
Okay.
everyone. So
Okay,
there's
yeah.
going to be an option for everyone. And we will have free activities for the kids. We will be offering free face painting,
Okay.
balloon twisting, henna tattoos.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
they're not permanent.
No permanent.
Not permanent tattoos.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And this we are able to offer again thanks to the donation we receive. Yes.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Now you mentioned each family has a table.
Yes.
So what does that look like? Is what information will folks get at those tables?
Some of them are going to have cultural artifacts, objects from the culture, like pictures, poster, clothes, even food. So yeah, some of them are going to have game. I remember, I think in first year, the China table have a game where the kids will have to pick up with the chopsticks like beans and stuff like that. And
Okay.
they really had fun. We will have someone who's going to do this very special Chinese paper flowers they are really beautiful.
Okay.
So there's going to be something even for the kids and even for the adults.
Yeah. How do you kind of reach out to these different folks in these different cultures and get them to come to this festival? How does that happen?
That's the challenging part
Yeah, I'm
sometimes.
sure.
It's all connection, all talking with people.
Okay.
Yes, yes. It's all about talking with the people in our community.
So how long does it take you to put this together? Would you say?
It takes some time.
Yeah.
Yes, but our team is really dedicated. So I have to thank especially Shiv Singh and Scott Alexandro. They have been instrumental to this, and also other people in our team. So.
And how important is say the PTOs in the schools and things like that to connect with these
Yes,
families?
yes. I'm also the PTO president for Wollaston Elementary
Oh, you are?
School. So let's say that did help me
Of course,
to
yeah,
connect with
sure.
the families, at least at Wollaston Elementary School.
Okay.
And yes, Wollaston usually has a nice representation
Of
at
course.
the festival. So I'm excited about that.
Nice.
I would like to share that for the kids to make it more interactive, we do have a passport.
A passport.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So the kids, when they will arrive at the festival,
Yeah.
they will receive a passport with the flags, and they have to travel around the world.
Ah.
So they will go
okay.
around each table, and they have to check mark. They found that flag.
Yes.
And at the end, they will enter a raffle where we will give prizes for the kids.
Ah, that's a great idea.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I think the kids need some stimulation to be sure they are going to visit
A little
each
incentive,
table,
right?
and yes, and learn more about, because it's also learning and talking with each other.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. They get their passport stamped,
Yeah.
basically, right?
Yes.
To show that they
Yeah.
visited that country.
Yeah, and they can keep the passport. Yeah.
Okay. Is this something new this year?
No, we
No.
did. We had it for the first year. The first year, me and Shiv printed every single page, and then we staple page by page by page for 400 passports.
Wow.
Last year and this year, Staple sponsored the passports.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yes.
Okay.
So we are grateful to Staple for that effort.
Take some of the
Yes.
work
Yes.
out of that, yeah. Do you know of any other multicultural festivals in other communities? So
No,
you're
not that I
really,
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
doing this from the ground up, basically.
Yeah, we do have, again, I have to say, a lot of support,
Sure.
especially the park department and especially Paul Doherty. He has been very, very helpful since we first started. He has been very supportive and resourceful. Same from Quincy Public School, especially Erin Perkins and Maura Papil. They were really helpful, and Keith Segala and his team.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, yes.
Excellent. Anything else to let folks know about right now? Tomorrow's the big day.
Tomorrow, yes,
Yes.
please come,
Yeah.
enjoy. The weather is going to be nice,
Yep.
a bit chilly, so just grab a coat,
Right.
come have a bite, have fun, and learn all about different cultures.
Yeah. So great to chat with you about this, Mihaly. I hope we helped
Thank you.
shed some light on it.
I hope to. I hope you're going to come visit.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
And happy Mother's Day, by the way.
Right. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to spend my day in bed, sleeping.
Recovering. Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks again. Good to talk
Thank
to
you for having
You're very
me.
welcome. Just enough time to check that forecast for you for the rest of the day. Today, we've got clouds on the increase this afternoon, so enjoy the sunshine right now. It'll be a chilly night, dropping off into the mid-40s this evening. And yes, for the Multicultural Festival and all other activities tomorrow, looks pretty good. Mix of sun and clouds in the mid-50s. Maybe a spot shower around on Sunday, and still in the mid-50s. Warmer on Monday with increasing clouds and highs in the mid-60s. Thanks again to Mihaly Russo for joining us for the Quincy Multicultural Festival.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks to our crew. Thank you for watching. Monday here in the program, it's members of the Wollaston Garden Club as they get ready for their annual spring plant sale. Meantime, check our website, qatv.org. You'll find all of our latest programs there, along with news and information, video on demand, live streaming, and more. For all of us here at QATV, I'm Joe Catalano. Have a great weekend.